Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Have you ever dreamed of going up to outer space? Or maybe meeting other beings from another place? Have you ever wondered what it's like on other planets? Then you watch a science show and come to believe you understand it? You feel empowered by the knowledge and you feel enlightened, listening to Bill Nye and Neil deGrasse Tyson. But then you wake up and you start to see the obvious. Life is just a lie and this whole world ain't what we thought it was. NASA's missions to the moon were never completed. They just filmed them in a room and people believe it. I used to wonder what it's like to be an astronaut. Now when I see them acting, I can't help but to laugh a lot. They give us cartoons and they claim that we live on a ball, but it's flat and it's not moving or spinning at all. Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we wanna know. After that you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
History has been rewritten by winners of wars, the Jesuit order, Khazars, Freemasons and more. They pulled the veil over our eyes and it's time to awaken. Through organized indoctrination our minds have been taken. It's time we take our power back and we rescue our people. The Vatican and the bankers are like Resident Evil. They may have had the greatest plan that was ever concocted, but Illuminati never thought that they'd ever be spotted. They're manufacturing reality all in our heads. They tell us if the earth is flat then we'll fall off the edge, but if it is a spinning ball we won't fall off it then. And gravity is our imaginary magic friend. Why is water always flat when unmanipulated? Why are pictures of the earth computer generated? Why you lying to us, man? That's something that we wanna know. After that you're gonna have to pack up all your stuff and go. ODD TV. Take a journey with me deep inside the rabbit hole. Wake up my friends, there's some things that you have to know. Everything you ever thought you knew, it has to go. For instance, NASA is the world's largest magic show. 9/11 was a planned demolition and Sandy Hook was a scam. Come on man, are you tripping? Constant programming being crammed in your vision. Just take a step back and examine this prison. Turn on the news and they're trying to blind you. All they ever do is tell you lies and divide you. There's nowhere you can even hide, they'll find you. Illuminati all-seeing eye right behind you. It's about time you find out we're being lied to. They're attempting to control the mind that's inside you, hide you from the power that designed you. Does anybody have a problem with this? Well, I do. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. They're lying to us about everything. How can this be? I know I'm not crazy, and yet I'm questioning my sanity. I see what the Illuminati's doing to humanity. The truth is stranger than fiction. We're living in a fantasy. What I'm witnessing is unreal. It's a one-way battle for us cattle going uphill. If we don't stand and fight now, then no one will. Our children will never know freedom, it's a done deal. The future's not looking so promising. It's the poor who go to war while the rich keep on profiting. It's us that they're slaughtering and money that they're honoring. And soon it's gonna be the new world order that they're offering. It's mind-boggling how so many don't seem aware. And if they are, it's like they really just don't even care. Our world is broken and I'm hoping it can be repaired, but we'll have to fight for it, so just be prepared. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof. I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. They say they got it, but they're never coming up with proof. If you're looking, then they got you jumping through these hoops. The lies always continuing to rise and busting through the roof.
Forget the politicians. Politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking.
So, today we'll focus on one of my favorite contraptions ever constructed in all of American science. It was a $6 billion feat of American achievement. It was amazing. It was that piece of shit we call the lunar module. In my opinion, the lunar module looks like a fucking homeless tweaker's shelter. In my opinion, it never landed on the fucking moon. In my opinion, if you think it landed on the moon, you're a fucking idiot. Now, I know many people will be like, "Oh, you don't think we went to the moon?" No, but I only looked into this very recently, so I'm sure a lot of you have never looked into it. And one of the first things I saw that I was like, holy shit, what is that? Was the lunar module. So when I look at the lunar module and I say, holy shit, what is that? And I started zooming in on it and taking a closer look. Well, it looked as if it was made of tinfoil, curtain rods, scotch tape, an old tarp. It looked pretty pathetic. It looked like a piece of shit. It looked like a homeless tweaker's shelter. So that set off my spidey sense, and the more I dug into the moon landing, the more I found out it was all bullshit. But the lunar module has a special place in my heart because it looks so fucking terrible. I'm just surprised more people don't notice how bad it actually looks. So you've seen the pictures. You can go look at the pictures yourself. You can do all the research you want on the moon landing hoax. And it's up to you to come to the decision. Did they go to the moon? Did that lunar module actually land on the moon? My opinion, fuck no it didn't. Would you like to know why? Because it looks like a motherfucking cock-sucking homeless tweaker's shelter. That's why.
Who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black if I ever thought of it. Saying I misrepresented myself.
Away from me.
You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to
Get
God
away
on the
from
Bible
me.
that you
Get
walked
away
on the
from
moon.
me, okay?
If you walked on the moon, we're given the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Cybro, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. Why don't you talk to the administrator at NASA? We're passengers. We're guys going on a flight.
I don't hit people, but you're going to be on the deck unless you get.
I'm heading out. I appreciate it.
And get the hell out of the black house.
Well,
Take your stuff and get the fuck out. Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit?
I'm in the shadows in the wrong place. I don't give a damn about all that shit.
Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit? Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit? Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit? Why don't you quote me and say it's bullshit?
If you show this publicly, you're open for a lawsuit. Okay?